Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist and today doing a Salamangreat deck profile. So I'm really excited to do some for you guys because this deck is an extremely powerful deck that can summon out some insane boss monsters to help you go in for game. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight on into this. So first off, we're playing 3 copies of Gazelle. Gazelle is one of the most powerful cards in the entire main deck because this card is an extender and a foolish burial, with the ability that if a Salamangreat monster is sent to the graveyard, you can actually special summon this card from your hand, and if it's normal or special summon, you can actually send a Salamangreat card from your deck to the graveyard, which is an awesome effect until we get the exact card we need in the grave. We then play 3 copies of Salamangreat of Fire. This card is definitely a 3 of as well because this card is actually the Stratos of the deck. Then if this card is normal or special summon, you can actually add a level 4 or lower Salamangreat monster from your deck to your hand, except another copy of this card, but you cannot special summon monsters for the rest turn except for fire monsters, which is totally fine. We then play a single copy of Spinny. Spinny is great as a 1-0 in the build, but I feel like you only need a single copy of this card now. And this card helps you bring this card back to your side of the field from the graveyard, because if you control a Salamangreat monster other than a copy of Spinny and it's in your graveyard, you can actually special summon this card to your side of the field, but banish it when it leaves the field. We then play a single copy of Foxy. Foxy is great as a 1-0 in the build, but again, I feel like 1 copy is really all you need. This card is really, when this card is normal summon, you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck, and if you do, you get to add 1 excavated Salamangreat card to your hand. Also, you shuffle the rest back in the deck. And this card is in the graveyard, and a face-up spell trap card is on the field. You can discard a Salamangreat card to special summon this card, then you can destroy a face-up spell or trap on the field, which is a pretty cool ability to instantly bring this card to your side of the field. We'll make a single copy of Zak Jaguar. Zak Jaguar is amazing as a 1-0 in the build because in this card attacks a defensive monster, inflicts piercing damage, and also if you control a Salamangreat Link monster while this card's in the graveyard, you can turn a Salamangreat monster in the graveyard and shuffle that target in the deck, and if you do, you get to special summon this card to a zone that your Salamangreat Link monster points to, helping you bring back this card to your side of the field while also recycling some resources. We then play a single copy of Weasel. Weasel is a really good combo piece in the deck and definitely a 1-of in the build, as if you have 2 or more Salamangreat monsters in the graveyard, you can actually special summon this card from your hand. And if a Salamangreat Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Izzy, or a Link monster is special summoned to your field while this card's in the graveyard, you can actually target 1 other Salamangreat monster in the graveyard, place this card on the bottom of the deck, and if you do, special summon that monster to your opponent's field, then draw a card, which is a pretty cool ability to be able to use. We play a single copy of Code of Soul. Code of Soul is great as a 1-0 in the build and helps out a lot in this deck, as if you control a Link monster, you can special summon this card in the hand, and during your main phase, you can actually activate this effect that once this turn, if you Link summon a Salamangreat Link monster, you can use 1 Salamangreat Link monster control with the same name as the entire material, helping you get the bonus effects of your Link monsters. Also, during your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard, and then immediately this effect resolves you to Link summon a Link 3 or higher Cyverse Link monster to your side of the field, which is an incredible effect. We then play 3 copies of Speedroid Terratop. Terratop is amazing as a 3-0 in the build. Thomas going for a copy of Mirage Stallion. As if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from the hand, and when it's normal or special summon, you can actually add a Speedroid monster from your deck to your hand, instantly grabbing your copy of Tekaton board, so you can summon it out to our side of the field without even wasting our normal summon to be able to go in for a copy of Mirage Stallion so we can go full combo. But it's so cool about these cards, being able to special summon themselves to your side of the field without even using your normal summon. We then play 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom's amazing as a 3-of in the build to basically just stop the opponent from touching the deck. We then play 3 copies of Fluros. Fluros is great as a 3-of as well to basically help us dig in the deck for the exact cards that we need. So that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we're going to start with a single copy of Called by the Grave. Called the Grave is an amazing one of the build that basically just stops our opponent's hand traps where we're going in for all of our plays. We might get a single copy of Crosshead Designator. Crosshead Designator is great as a one of his build to again just stop our opponent's hand traps. We might get a single copy of Salamangreat Sanctuary. This card is a really good one of the deck, but it is searchable off of Balinks, which is why I just play a single copy in the build. And this card is a really cool ability. If you link summon a Salamangreat Link monster, you can use a Salamangreat Link monster you control with the same name as the entire material, which is a pretty cool ability to be able to use to again get our bonus effects for our Salamangreat Link monsters. We have a single copy of Will of the Salamangreat. This card is basically like Soul Charge for the deck, which is insane. As during your main phase, you can special summon a Salamangreat monster from the hand or the graveyard, which is a pretty cool ability to use this card like a Monster Reborn, but it also has the ability that you can send this face-up card from the field to the graveyard to target a Salamangreat Link monster that you control that was link summoned using a monster with the same name as a material, and special summon Salamangreat monsters from the hand or the graveyard in defense position up to the number of that monster's link rating, which is insane to be able to use with your copy of, say, Raging Phoenix to get a basically Soul Charge effect to summon out 4 Salamangreat monsters to your side of the field, which is crazy powerful to be able to do. We then have a single copy of Salamangreat Charge. Charge is really good as a 1-0 in the build and just a really good combo piece overall in the deck, as this card has 2 really interesting abilities to target 3 of your fire monsters that are banished, enter in the graveyard, shuffle 2 of the 3 in the deck, and if you do, special summon the remaining monster, but for the rest turn, its effects are negated and it cannot attack. Or if you control a Fire Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Exe, or Link monster whose current attack is different from its original attack, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. We then play 3 copies of Signet Mining. This card is basically like Road for the deck, letting us add the exact cyber response we want from our deck to our hand. We then play 3 copies of Salamangreat Circle. Circle is great as a 3-0 in the build to basically be 3 more copies of Rhoda alongside our copy of Signet Mining, just to improve the consistency of the deck. So that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get into the traps. So for the traps, we're going to start with a single copy of Salamangreat Rage. Rage is really good as a 1-of build because this card helps you pop cards on the field, making this card a definite 1-of in the deck. We play a single copy of Roar. Roar is great as a 1-of as well to basically just use this card as an awesome counter trap to just stop your opponent in their tracks, and this card can also bring itself back to your side of the field, which is insane getting a double use out of this card. We then play 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. Infinite Impermanence is an amazing 3-of hand trap that just stops your opponent's monster effects and also locks down entire columns of spells and traps, which is so cool to be able to do. We then play 3 copies of Dominus Impulse. Dominus Impulse is crazy powerful just to stop your opponent's special summons, but this card helps out a lot in the build to just again stop your opponent's special summons, and you can always set this card to your side of the field if you don't want to lock yourself out of wind monsters effects, which is a little bit of a downside of this card because this card does lock you out of light, earth, and wind monsters effect. For the rest, well, if you do activate this card directly from your hand, which is super cool to be able to actually just lock down your opponent from special summoning with this card's effect. But you can change it out for Droll and Lockbird if you want to, because it does kind of conflict a little bit with Speedroid Terratop, but it's not that often that it comes up. So that's going to be it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we're going to start off with Raging Phoenix. Raging Phoenix is our big boss monster of the deck, and it's so cool to be able to summon. As if this card is link summoned using a copy of Raging Phoenix as a material, you can add a Salamangreat card from your deck to your hand, instantly grabbing the exact card that you need. Also, if a face-up fire monster you control is destroyed by battle by card effect while this card's in the graveyard, you can target one of those monsters and special summon this card, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack points, which is amazing to instantly bring this card back, and it will be absolutely massive. We made 2 copies of Pyro Phoenix. Pyro Phoenix is amazing to be able to use in this deck as well, because in this card is Link Summon using a copy of Pyro Phoenix as a material. You can destroy all cards that your opponent controls, which is such a powerful effect to be able to use to instantly board wipe your opponent. We made a single copy of Promethean Princess. This card is great in the deck and helps us link climb in this build by bringing back a fire monster to our side of the field. It's just an awesome card to be able to basically help us link climb in this deck. Plus it can bring itself back from the graveyard, which is insane, helping you pop cards on the field, also bring this card back to the field. We made a single copy of Nightmare Phoenix. Phoenix is great as a 1 in the build to basically just pop your opponent's back row. I'm playing a single copy of Hita. Hita's great in the deck as a 1-of to basically just use this card to bring back your copy or your opponent's copy of Ash Blossom so you can link climb in this build. We played 2 copies of Sunlight Wolf. Sunlight Wolf is great in the deck to search out the exact cards that you need. It's just such a powerful link monster in this deck. We made a single copy of SP Little Knight. SP Little Knight is great as a 1-of in the build to basically just use this card as a double interruption. We then played 3 copies of Baylynx. Baylynx is crazy powerful in the deck and such an important link 1. And if this card is Link Summon, you get to add a Salamangreat Sanctuary from your deck to your hand, and if a Salamangreat card you control would be destroyed by battle by card effect, you manage to carve in the grave instead, giving you a little bit of protection, which is awesome. This card helps you get your Salamangreat monsters into the graveyard by linking them away for your copy of Baylynx, so you can basically link climb. Play a single copy of Mirage Stalio. Mirage Stalio is one of the most important cards in the entire deck. With the ability you can detach a material on this card to special summon a Salamangreat monster from your deck in defense position. Also, you cannot activate monster effects for the rest of the turn except for fire monsters. And in this XZ summon card is sent to the grave as a material for the link summon of a Salamangreat monster, and actually target 1 monster on the field and return it back to the hand, being an awesome balance with this card. We play a single copy of Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Horse Prince. This card is great as a 1 in the build. We have so many cool tuners in the deck that we can easily use to bring this card out to our field. And so when this card is synchro summon, you can special summon a level 3 fire monster directly from your deck to your side of the field, which is such a powerful effect. And the only thing I'd really change about this extract a little bit is maybe playing a single copy of maybe Baguska over a copy of, say, Nightmare Phoenix. But I really like the Nightmare Phoenix to be able to pop your opponent's back row, because Baguska doesn't come up that much in this build. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This deck is ridiculously fun to be able to play, and it's insane how powerful it is to be able to just summon out all of your awesome link monsters to help you go in for game. It's just such a fun deck to be able to play. So that's it for this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.